Before we get started here, we're going to ask one of our honored guests, veteran Cheryl Dupre from the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe, to give an opening prayer and invocation. Esquestwa Alexander Radi, Ethwan Kakachet Esquestwa Edarchi Noisecat, Saquachmach and Ethstatlim and its Askanwich Dequan, Letwan Poopsman, the Eliatic Tamiqua, Columbia University, Lenny Lenape Ulu. Hello, everyone. My name is Julian Brave Noisecat. My parents are Alexander Roddy and Edarchi Noisecat. We come from Canham Lake, British Columbia, the Tsigaskanam people, the people of Broken Rock. We're Sequatmuch and Statliunk. I'm also an alumni of Columbia University, so it's good to be back here. I graduated 4 years ago, and it's amazing to see what the students have continued to carry on at this university. And I will be serving as the MC for the PowWow today, so any mishaps, mispronunciations, etc., it's because somebody wrote the wrong thing on the card that they handed to me. It's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault. Before we get started here, as is our way as Indigenous peoples, we're gonna say a prayer. So if folks could rise, remove your hats and headgear. Our honored guest, a veteran of the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, Cheryl Dupre, who's from the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe in what is now South Dakota, is gonna render an opening prayer.
Thank you for all coming today. My name is Cheryl Dupree, and I'm a full-blooded Indian from the Sioux Nation of South Dakota. My tribe is a Cheyenne River Sioux tribe. I spent 33 years in the military, meaning I graduated high school and went straight into the military. I come from a family of warriors, and Native Americans are warriors of this continent, North America. I spent 33 years in the Army. I deployed here on 9/11 and went on to serve 5 combat tours. I did 4 combat tours in Iraq, 1 in Afghanistan. I did a humanitarian tour for Hurricane Katrina and Rita. And currently I'm a member of the American Indian Community House from the Black Hills of South Dakota, where my great-grandparents had to give up their land when the white man came in, when they discovered gold. So we still fight that fight, and all our tribal members are still warriors, whether they deployed in the U.S. Army or not. And I refer to them as also as warriors. But I have been raised in the religious tradition of the Sioux Nation. I was forced to join, or baptized into the Episcopal Church, but that's not our choice of religion. So when I say my prayer today, I just want you to understand that this comes from the Sioux traditional manner. And our life is all about energy. So we pass energy that is good and bad, but if you want to hold hands, you can. That will help us pass energy for our prayers. I am asking for our Great Spirit to hear our prayers today. Great Spirit, join us as we celebrate your gifts of life and grant your blessings to all our leaders. Embrace our students as they learn and our warriors who are still fighting to protect our land. Let us pass energy of love and forgiveness and to be compassionate to others. Grant us the strength to keep our faith in you, to guide us and show us the path to follow. With that, all my relatives, I thank you for coming.
Thank you. In a second, we're going to be going over to Red Blanket Singers. They got CDs for sale over by the drum, which I am obliged to say now that I got their name wrong the first time I announced them. So you can come check them out if you like the music. Pine Tree will be following that up with Flag Song, and then we'll be going back over to Red Blanket for the Victory Song, and proceeding with our afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, the event that you're going to witness today is often called a powwow, but it comes from many traditions of indigenous peoples from across the United States and Canada, in the traditional territories of the Lakota people in what is now South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, that part of the world, Montana. They call it a wachipi. In different parts of Indian country, it goes by slightly different names sometimes, and some of the dances that you're going to see here have particular histories that come from particular nations. And as we go throughout the afternoon, I will do my best to help explain where some of these songs and dances come from. Once upon a time, back before I had a very important day job, capital V, capital I was traveling on the powwow circuit, have been to celebrations throughout Indian country, all the way up in the Enoch Cree Nation in near Edmonton, Alberta, down to the Paula Nation in California, out to the Shinnecock Nation and Long Island, all over North America. So I will do my best to guide us through this afternoon and make it a little bit fun. And if you guys have anything that you'd like me to plug, any events, anything like that, come up here and you can talk to my assistant. Okay, and with that, we're going to go over to Red Blanket Singers for our grand entry song. Take it away. Leading in our grand entry, we have our traditional dancers, our male dancers. Can we get a round of applause for all of our traditional dancers? Dancers, we have our women's traditional dancers. Can we get a round of applause for our women's traditional dancers, showing that graceful style. Following in behind our women's traditional dancers, we have our jingle dress dancers, representing the style of the Anishinaabe peoples. Can we get a round of applause for our jingle dress dancers? any veterans, please follow in behind. Cheryl Dupree, who's repping for the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe. And last but not least, we have our women's fancy dancers. Can we get a round of applause for our women's fancy dancers and all of our dancers in the grand entry? Ladies and gentlemen, the next song that we're going to sing is known as a flag song. It is a sort of native national anthem in a sense. It's to honor the flags, to honor the Eagle staff, which we don't have present today. It's okay, we're a low budget production. It's a low budget production. But to sing that flag song, we're going to go over to Pine Tree Singers. Gentlemen, if you could please rise out of respect for our flags. Please rise. Once again, that was our flag song. We're going to go over to representing South Jersey and the Lenape Nation for our victory song. If there's any veterans, if there are any veterans with us today, you're welcome to come join us and dance in victory. Rep it. Not the Jersey Shore, not the Jersey Shore. South Jersey, South Jersey. again, if we have any veterans, please follow in behind. And we thank you for your service. Two. Oh, okay.
Backup support.
Support staff. Got it.
Okay, thank you. Like I said, I'm from the Cheyenne River Sioux tribe. I spent 33 years in the military, and I want you to know that we're still fighting the fight. Whatever you can do to support our troops overseas, support your veterans at home, support those who cannot transition. That means our homeless, our suicidal, unsettled, restless souls that are struggling. There's a lot you could do for them by just asking them how you can help. Don't ask them how they're doing, just ask how you can help. But our veterans are our treasures. Treat them with pride. Have pride that they have made this country, this beautiful country. The world I traveled, every big country, continent, but there's no place as beautiful and as free as these grounds that you stand on. Don't ever take it for granted. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your honor.
Greetings. I am known as Hiawatha Brown, a member of the Narragansett tribe. I was in the Vietnam era, went in the Navy in 1972 as a Seabee, discharged in late 75 to go to college. The experience was something that I would suggest and recommend to every young person. There's great opportunities, chances to learn and experience many different places and countries, but most importantly, there is so much opportunity for furthering your education. We, the indigenous people of this North American continent, every war since the inception of this country, in pre-colonial times, every single war or skirmish, Native American, American Indian people was fighting in these wars. We have the highest mortality rate in the country when it comes to ethnic groups of people. Again, in every war. There's about 3.5 million Native American people. And when you take it from the standpoint of statistics, we have the largest groups of Native American people in the armed forces, which is all armed forces. So when you have the opportunity to greet a veteran, take the time and acknowledge that person. That person, may it be male or female, allows you to have peace, allows you to do the things that you would prefer to do in this part of the world. We are fortunate here in the United States because we don't have the issues that exist in other parts of this country. The military is a very significant part of our defense, and it always has been, even for Native American people. For many years, we were not accepted as American citizens, but yet we still defended our principles and defended our homelands. Long before this country was ever established, we were the warriors. And when this country was established, we were still the warriors. And today in 2020, soon to be, we are still the warriors. Keep your head high, walk with pride and dignity. I have spoken.
To take time with these things, to take time and honor our elders, take time, honor our women, take time and honor our veterans. Native people, as was said, serve in the military at the highest rates per capita in the United States, and a huge part of our ability to rematriculate our people back into our culture and society was actually this dance circle. So for many generations, hundreds of years, when our people would come back from war, both men and women, we would make sure that they were honored, that they were recognized for what they had done, that they had an opportunity to share those stories, an opportunity to come back into this circle, to find healing and to be recognized as important leaders in our community. So thank you very much for taking the time to honor our veterans with us. We're going to move forward with some intertribal songs. And this is an opportunity for everyone, whether you have your outfit, your regalia on or not, to come out and dance, to show us what you got. We're going to head on over to Pine Tree Singers for the first intertribal, then we're going to pop over to Red Blanket from the Lenape Nation, repping South Jersey, for a second intertribal. So come join us, come dance. That's what we came out here to do. It's sunny, it's the springtime, and I know some of you guys want to shake a leg. Pine Tree Singers, intertribal song. We're going to be going to a round of exhibition dances, and we're going to be starting with our women's fancy. So women's fancy, make sure your moccasins are tight, your plumes are on real good, and that earring's got its snap-on so it doesn't fall off when you're doing your spin. you guys bouncing your knee. You could go out there and move your feet too if you so choose. Repping the Lenape Nation here in Lenape territory. I see at least a half dozen of you over here on the left side, the west side, bouncing your knee, grooving with your head. You're more than welcome to come join us. First call for our women's fancy dancers. Women's fancy, first call. We're gonna play a game. If you are a Game of Thrones fan, you have to go dance for the rest of this song. If you like Game of Thrones, if you're gonna watch Game of Thrones tomorrow night, you gotta go dance. A lot of you are lying right now. I know there's more Game of Thrones fans out there. Let's give it up for Red Blanket Singers.